What's up, traders? Let's review my trading session and see how I could have made more money today. So I ended up having a small green day, up 300 bucks. I took two trades. One was a donut and one was a winner. Let's break it down in the charts. So we had a sell-off at the open. This was partially technical based, but also tariff based, tariff news based. If we go to the 15-minute chart, we can see that we have been in a pretty tight range this week. And yesterday, we had a breakout, but then ended up closing back in the range. So someone's analysis was saying this is a sweep of the liquidity highs, and they're looking to target the lows again. So that would be back down to 18. And, it makes total sense from a technical perspective. If we're trading a range, which would be this area, we want to be selling from the top and buying from the bottom. So sell from the top, you make money. Buy from the bottom, you make money. That's a basic way how to trade a range. And you can see we never know where the next higher low is. So just because we have a sell-off doesn't mean that has to continue. Today, we rebounded extremely nicely. If we look at the chart, we can see the days where we have extreme drops very quickly, stuff like this, news events, potential catalysts of that sort. That's when we end up making those higher lows. So going into today, I was being cautious of that. The sell-off at the open was tariff-based. I already mentioned that. Taking this first low of day VWAP break is just the amateur trade, to be honest. You're just chasing for a low of day price at that point. Don't get caught selling there. So I waited for the New York retest, and I waited for additional confirmation with the low of day VWAP break. Now, using Bookmap, there were orders at 6,100, and then there were also there's also the initial balance low. Majority of days, being like 98% of days, we take out one side of the initial balance. The initial balance is the first 1 hour of the trading session, meaning at some point price breaks below or above that line. That's the line in white right here. So my trade is targeting the initial balance break and then also the orders at 6,100. Now you can see this trade did not work, and it actually never would have worked. We never got to my intended target. However, I did lock the stop once we pushed 10 points away from my entry price, and you could see that ended up getting tapped. So I took a break even on that. I was up like almost $700-800 on that trade. I don't remember exactly what this wick was, but just ended up taking a break even on it. So I was feeling a little salty about that. And I see that this trade is still presenting. So I ended up taking the scalp. I got 7 points here. Not a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, if I had held my initial trade till full take profit or full stop loss, I would have taken a full loss today. So I'm very happy that I was able to scrape out some profit and, not end green or not end red. But my takeaways for this is, what can I learn from this? This wick here, the way that this wick low was set, this level at 6108 now needs to be considered a level. The wick, there's not a lot of price information here in this. There's no story that's being told except for we set the initial bounce low and closed above it. We never end up breaking initial balance low or high. We have a few minutes left before the trading session is going to be over, and we haven't broken any side. So, I'll just pull up the Edgeful report real quick because this is going to be an anomaly on the trading day. If we go to initial balance breakout, and then we go to see, look, literally in the last 6 months, it has never happened. We have never had a no break of one side. And let's just go back the last 5 years. This is being slow. In the last 5 years, only 22 out of 1,300 days. So we have less than a 2% chance that this type of day happens. But you know what? That's trading. So here we are. I live streamed earlier today and did call out actually this long because NVIDIA is weighted so heavily in the indexes that we really have to pay attention to it. So when NVIDIA failed to set new lows and then broke the New York VWAP to the high side, that was right here. When ES failed to make new lows and then starts to break to the high side. So now I'm thinking we might get some recovery today. This might be the higher low in trend, and that's going to be that. If I wanted to make more money today, I could have taken some longs. Again, this is like the Evan Dyer play. We break New York VWAP. You don't buy the first break, you buy the retest, or you can put a swing high VWAP on this and then buy there. So, there's a few different ways that you could have played the longs today. I'm not a great counter trend trader, so I stayed out of that, and I just had some other personal meetings to go to today. But yeah, you could see that it was a tough day in the market. We didn't get any extension, so anyone that had plays hoping to take advantage of that may have gotten stopped out if they didn't take profit aggressively. So, yep, big takeaway from today is take profit aggressively on unusual days.